Sex refers to the universal biological distinctions between men and women. Gender refers to the social translation of these distinctions. Women are seen as the second gender in the world. And the biggest problem that women faces today is violence. It is not only existing in one place. It is all around the world, everywhere. My starting point to raise awareness is my home country, Turkey. And I want to make a change because
I want to
live in an equal
and
just
world. The male presence is dominated in every field: politics, education, academics, and business.
Many women over time have suffered greatly at the hands of their husbands. Physical abuse, mental torment, sexual abuse, alcoholism, deception, it goes on and on.
This. 1 in 4 women living in Turkey have gone through violence or have been abused in some way. 3 of 4 of them have been abused by their husbands. Most of them end up being killed by their husbands.
1 in 4 girls between the ages of 7 and 9 is sexually abused. 55% of the time, this is done by a relative, such as a father, brother, cousin, or uncle. 75% of the time, the person who rapes is someone known.
Between 2005 to 2010, over 100,000 women were exposed to sexual assaults and violence.
In some parts of Turkey, to reduce the suffering of the household, young girls will marry far older men. Often these girls are the man's second or third wife and become mothers at a very young age. Some of them even commit suicide, unable to bear the burdens of their life.
Enough.
because
I want to
live in an equal
and
just
world.
In some parts of Turkey, marriage decisions are made by the families and not the women. This causes unwanted marriages and deception, often leading to violence.
Some families accept marriage with close relatives for various reasons: preserving family roots, keeping the tradition, better communication, and money.
Men have more opportunities for education than women, so they make more money.
People in charge of the country are ignoring these problems and giving speeches about how violence against women is decreasing, when in reality, it is increasing.
Need to.
Only in some parts of Turkey, some women are rejected by their families and exposed to violence. If they run away or get pregnant, they are forced to marry older men chosen by their families. In some parts, women are mostly killed by honor killings. It is important to remember that it is not everywhere, but it still exists.
Unless Turkey deals with their poverty issues, violence against women will not stop.
Understand.
Because
I want to
live in an equal
and
just
world.
The prevalence of lifetime physical violence in females decreases with an increase in education levels. We need to educate these women and teach them how they can be independent.
Women are afraid. Between 2005 to 2010, over 100,000 women were succumbed to violence and sexual abuse. Researchers found that 40% of these women did not report this abuse. We must empower women by teaching them their rights.
In order to solve this problem of violence, we need to build more shelters. And these shelters should get help economically to be able to help women. Attackers need to be and should be charged. Protection and monetary help should be provided to those who are in need.
We have to find a way to change the mentality of the people who hurt, rape, and abuse women. The mentality has to change. No matter how well you organize laws and build associations, as long as the mentality stays the same, they will find a way to do what they want.
We need to teach kids from elementary school that sexism is wrong, and we should question how we behave towards women to try and stop this sexist vision.
According to Turkish civil law, girls under 17, and according to Turkish penal law, girls under 18 are considered child brides. These inconsistencies between laws need to be resolved, and marriage of girls under 18 should be prohibited.
make a change because
we want to live in an equal and just world.
Well, these things are not happening everywhere in Turkey, but it is happening enough for me to raise my voice. My name is Deniz Ural, and I made this video to inform people about women's rights in my home country, Turkey. I grew up seeing these things happening. I can't just sit there anymore and see the world as it is right now, or let these things happening over and over again. I want to make a change. I want to live in an equal and just world. And I am sure that we want to live in an equal and just world. I have a vision of how I would like the world to look. And I am prepared to work tirelessly and to do whatever I can to make this vision come true. I really hope that you can help me with this, because this is not women's problem. This is our problem. Thank you so much.